Okay, but did but Louis. Yeah, we quite wanna work dive the we chuke mos kada Louis ke live dan kana bag Louis share, okay. For we chuke mos ready to Iran dai ku Iran bi en way badin. Wo quite to live then Wilson ku jana Daniel Yot. To bin wo Louis join also. Wo billing about Louis share ko kwalo ba wo Louis join na to dian ku wada. Kapia the reddish. Yana Kid Wilson also. So when go over share a video, they might waiting and topic is right there. So let us share the video and you want to join us, you can come later on and let's our time run out, okay? We're quite going for that. Okay, okay, more ready. Thank you. So Wilson go. Mm.
Balbukankoy kana putul nakin gude nagawayo piyawanya Wita balbukankoy kana putul nakin gude nagawayo piyawanya Jieng Padang terude yang wakajen kangalel Jieng Padang terude yang wakajen kangalel Paleo, you're my young bunny. Paleo, you're my young bunny. Palbukan koi, kena botol na kingude na jamu pialo again. Wait, palbukan koi, kena botol na kingude na jamu pialo again. Jieng Padang, I don't know who they are. We're catching, can't believe you. Jieng Padang, all I don't know who they are. We're catching, can't believe you.
Video clip by Chikbana Yoga.
Now, can you go ahead? Yeah, I'm looking for it now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let me go in and share it. Let me.
Say it again.
No, I will share in my current can share so.
Yeah, ba cái topic là wo ga lo okay. We quite wanna work the even back wo ko ni share in bordo. You can share this video if you would like to. Okay. But then link I just share already. Le ran padang ba ben. Otherwise be in cái year and
Let me go in and share it.
I just share already. Le ran padang ba ben. Otherwise be in cái year and karang du ina jam background na to da.
Yeah, hold on. Look at him.
Karang du ina jam well, you say that the peace, the true peace agreement has been signed. Yeah, we will talk about it now. How he signed it or how is it not signed? So just hang on, we coming. Okay, so we're gonna let you know what we come live for. Okay, Wilton, you looking for a song or Wilton? But then in we mute. Okay. Mm. I Wilton, but the man a lot. The chin
Oh,
now you ready?
ach video ji yok.
Các chắc cái tuổi các chắc cái vấn đề papers.
No video clip chin video clip an salam ji yok.
I'm just coming now. Yeah, about I think to messenger here.
All right. Because of time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wilson Lual and Matektek in Jieng Padang Media. I think you guys see the topic running there. First of all, I will say good morning in our time, good evening in East Africa, and good morning, early in Australia, I believe.
Mm,
But
yeah.
this time, please help out to sharing the video, share the live to your friends in all forum that we do have as Padang. So what bring us live, I think, Daniel Balatwing.
Mm. I go to it. Go yeah. Lot I. Yeah, you can
You
go ahead.
see the subject there, and we are going to talk in two language, Dinka and Arabics. There will be a subject that, there will be something concerning to let the Dinka audios or the where we come from to hear. Not everybody speak English in South Sudan, so we may jump into the Dinka and then back to English or Arabics. So you see, the topic is about the peace. We are here as a Jieng Padang in North America. We condemn the peace that has been signed in Khartoum 2 days ago, and they are doing ceremony today. Again, we condemn the peace agreement that has been signed in Khartoum between Agolek and or IO and IG. This is a condemnation for Jieng Padang. We say this peace agreement is not legitimate, illegal. We condemn it as not going to be peace for us, because there is nowhere in the world as somebody that took arm against you to go and sign peace to himself with the government. And he's claiming that he was rebel because of the land. If he was rebel because of the land, claiming that taken by Jieng Padang, why not Jieng Padang were invited to go and talk with somebody who took the arm against them so they can have a peace with them? This is one of the reasons we say this peace is not legitimate. It is just paper one part. Jieng Padang in North America and around the world is condemning this peace. I blame my government. I'm still an SPLM member, but I will criticize the president and his team. This is another makeup or another sellout for Jieng Padang. It was done in 2018, where the peace was signed in Khartoum. We were not invited. Later, we just surprised that the estate of Upper Nile were given to the IO and Agwelek. Now it's repeating itself again. The Kid Guang group of the IO, they went and signed the peace to themselves without Jieng Padang. And this is one of the reasons we are saying this peace, Jieng Padang is out of it. We are not going to buy such a peace that somebody took the arm against us. And you say that you have a peace. With who? We only need to have a peace and sit down with Jieng Padang that he murdered them. He attacked them in Malakal, in Vientiane, and in Malut. Who doesn't know? The guy have no national agenda. His agenda was a land agenda. If it is that land agenda, he should be talking with the people that he claimed they are taking land with it. This peace is not for Padang. It may be for Shuluk or Agwelek or whoever signed it with it. If that's the case, somebody took arm will be always paper. Let Wulon come in and we may go out again if that's the case. But we are here to alert our people, tell them that this peace is a fake. Maybe we'll sign peace with the government, but nonsense. And we are going to read out some of the agreements that are signed with, you're going to hear them and we will translate them in a Dinka. I know they are papering thing. They are papering a Golek group. But we need to read those things and find them out. Whether do we fit in that peace according to the peace agreement? This peace is not a legitimate peace. It's a fake. Wulon should sit down with Jieng Padang on the table where he took the arm against them, not with the government. Not with the government, to be honest. I am going to read out the piece, the title and all this has been approved. Khartoum Peace Agreement between the Sudan People Liberation Movement in government and the Agwelek forces. January 16, Khartoum, Sudan, 2022. The SPLM IG and delegate lead represented by Honorable Tutkau Menami, presidential advisors, and national security affair, and Agwelek forces under the command of Johnson Wulong Tabo Dak met on 16 January 2022 in Khartoum, Sudan, deliberately on the matter raised and outlined in the position paper attached and referred to in this peace agreement between the SPLM IG and Agwelek forces, expressing a deep regret for a suffering and indulge continuation to the perpetrators people of South Sudan, more particular the community of the Upper Nile state as a result of the armed conflict. Determined to put aside our differences in all its manifestation in order to promote the factors, and they are common to use with which unite us and work collectively for the realization of the higher interests of the people of the Upper Nile state and country at large. Aware of the facts, the peaceful coexistence, unity and rule of law, reconciliation and development of Upper Nile state. The country is as aspiration of all our community. And the people of South Sudan reaffirm our unwavering determination to put an end to suffering of our people by addressing the root cause, underlining and persisting, enduring conflicts, insecurity and hatred, political instability with hamper in social and economic development. Upper State and South Sudan is large. Reaffirm a commitment to prioritize the dialogues as a mean to settle and resolve the conflict demonstrated by the current negotiation. Let me go to another page. Now we are going to the thing that has been signed in.
Did you read the land and communal matters in the Kalaba read out the
That's what I am coming to. That's page 2.
Page okay, page 2, number 1.
So we are going to the layout or underline what they agree to. And you as Jieng Padang, listen carefully with those mentioned here. Are they in your interest or not? Okay. Here, the land and communal matter. 1, the two parties agree that the Chola area border should resolve as it is stood on 1/1/1956, met as provide for NRC. Jakping ajam kere len ye luele len kere len in number white. Yen chiluka chigama chilu agree why ye luele chiluka de gede ni chol 1/1/1956 ele yene wudur ngich. E wudur chiluka ken kana wududa ko we monjing tawno chuo tito. This is a view of the Shilluk people, okay? 2, the two parties agree that the Chola and the Dinka Padang community in Upper Nile and Ruweng should engage in a peaceful dialogue as a community to find a mixable solution to the land matter and well-permitted peaceful coexistence. Number row, Ayelwela Yen will invited after the peace year time. A Jieng Padang to both sides, West Bank, which is Ruweng, and Jieng Padang here in the east. Eladim big queer corp, bigger jam, you chop a jam, big salam loy, book jam, but Shunian. But what? You sign a peace with the criminal who fight with us. We were not in that peace. How do these are not making sense? Number 3, the religious leader to be involved in the process of implementation of the peace agreement as well as engagement in a virus community, peace and reconciliation. Ayulwela kwa gedin abika ja marit ko big la mat we ko ka big jam bu ko jam bat sinu ko gedin ko Padang kin ko Khartoum e yen ko bakping be Jieng Padang alwela bat ci salam ja tan ka nga ci ka ta wore gi we go bika ja chol ko dagala ñu ci ke ko daga be jam ngo bag wel ko ci tan de yelwel tin. Number 1/4, return of the individual and a movable asset, house, shop, illegal occupied during the conflict, the state authority to facilitate the return of individual house and shop illegally and unlawful occupied by illegal occupied in Malakal and other town in Upper Nile state, which will allow the rightful owner to repossession. I will could took no one away we quite a woody kureran when random well there are tung around log page the quite kagala the big guy no tuki well a big guy odi fidakal malakal kujia another other city. Chak pingman we monji. Okay. Tiang kia piat in agreement kichaloy. Kule ben. Number 2, military and security matter. The two parties agree that Agolek forces shall immediately and peacefully disengage and remain independent from the SPLM IO mainstream. I will repeat this one because that's what we were been advocating for the years and nobody listened to us, that Agolek is not a part of IO. I will repeat this. The two parties agree that Agolek forces shall immediately and peacefully disengage and remain independent from the SPLM-IO mainstream. You see how the confusion is peace? Ayelwel jenda Agolek abungur karera rat ke musul be nafsu. Akin ke kamat ke IO ekitanya agreement. Abrere rat etok. Rere rat etok ene rechirer wan konon wumuj. Gulony wan bien 2012. Akiben kulu integrate, akin lu integrate into the government. Forces ke chikanyang pashoda kujele Juba. Now while 2013 ben or 2015 ke forces ke yoke ke ngori ke intact chinti dan chigalia. This is the same tactic again. It is the same tactic. His forces are going to stay there until the other problem come. That's the one thing. Let's go to the 2.2. The two parties agree that Agolek forces and SPDF will be committed to maintain the current existing ceasefire till the reintegration process are conclude and agree not to engage in any violence with any forces in the area of responsibility. You see, Agolek forces kuje akuma gal big rare ke tau ceasefire kichiran janget la guti bike gal yap ke akuma bika liab nen achang an yen wan chi self ko loy wan bi in 2012 alwela jenya Agolek kin liab, not only Agolek, all these militia of Apernal kichiran liab, including militia Batataban ngur ke rare rodmantin. And this is where the Yamal of Akuma bita Junub Sudan come in. You cannot sign with a peace with somebody who have an armed militias and you don't integrate them into the really army. And you keep them there until another incident happens. And later they will be found as still organized forces. Okay. Number 2, the party agreed that Agolek forces shall permanently integrate into the SPDF with due consideration of known and military formation and applicable criteria. But zaman ke abga liab ko jaga bentao jinya kumai with the criteria when you go tingran and masek bila kumai. 2.4, the two parties agree that amnesty will be granted to the leadership and Agolek forces within the period of 1 week of. Yani 2.4, it is, they agree that the gaychol amnesty, or something like that. Ke ka buga Paul wachiran bebe jak, but the week teach salam sign, kale a bigger Paul Iran kiran knockle, bicha taban amnesty, a big Paul Mujirim land, chikaran kon loy, kachiran be jak. That's what they refer to. Yeah. Daniel, go ahead. Let me.
Oh, okay.
Daniel, man, you told me
no, ma yin jata mi lana ko yin ayub Wilson. Okay. So you guys al madarin ana basalam alaikum dana Daniel Wilson Bije will continue ana there na column fi land and something called land annual matters. So lo nina jina fi number 1.1 lana Wilson bije bitimal bitada. I need to read number 1.1 agreement with jamaa del. Lanu nazil agreement huma mulade they making agreement ma government fi ajata nin will involve it us as nina community with Padang fi Malakal. So number one, Ugal Chuba agreement between the what he say? He say that two parties agree that Shola areas is boundaries should resolve it as it is stood on 1/1/1956. That Arab 1956 is Istiklal bita Sudan mean in English. Okay. But they say here, Gal agreement, I couldn't mean
All
1956.
right,
This is
Daniel.
thing
Sorry.
Lama call state. Okay, come on, come on, finish. I can then amul summarize.
Daniel.
I got not my
Daniel in Daniel in mute. Daniel.
But I just muted it.
Daniel in
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, guys. I was reading out the things, but somebody interrupted me. Number 2-4, the party agreed that amnesty will be granted to the leadership and Agwelek posts in the period of the 1 week. You see, there will be amnesty to be given to criminal of Agwelek within the 1 week of signing peace. Amnesty, in another word, is mean you will, even if you were a criminal, you are allowed to come to where there is population. That's the one thing. Let me go to another page here.
Wilson in Pingana no?
In Pyongyang.
Lano amnesty is forget anything or forgiveness. Today out yene mana de yen. For go ahead.
All right.
Can accept zaman or chanda bade should make sure Lano we got going to come to the time that we should get off.
All right. I'll quit your no one. Okay. The 2.5, the parties agree that a minimum forces of 500 police forces will be deployed in Kit Guang Meganis to provide protection and see the statute of the forces agree between the SPLM, SPLA in Kit Guang and the SPLM IG in Khartoum. Political matter, which is 3.1. The two parties agree that on a political representation of the Agwelek forces and political element, both in the state and national level. Jakping would let a benge long akuma when in bikang tektin ke Agwelek kitwing allow can chilwell a big nim de kichit 500 police bill train a tau to the natural mechanics. Kiddiak elwell ke two party chiga agree because near because bigger represent the same tactic, and that's what I say last time. Majority of Afrinal tribe are using rebellion as a get away or to get the position. Now I will become another position within the state, which is national government, and that was the same.
Lakin na tiro the position bi akuma gamke wala position bi ayo gamke.
Akuma di na gamke. So let me continue. So Chakping, I beg Ben, because some of them were coming under Budok before to represent them in the state. And now they are coming back in another ship of different clothes. Okay, listen carefully. Ekechilwelgan, I become the position of Kumad when Taufi Walaya, I become the position Kitaufi Pedro.
Aba loy charao to do inelata according to information Japing I had the same thing. Go ahead, yeah.
My na akin ko bug kwan red in Daniel.
Yeah.
The game going out. What you time salam taman. we go according to what they do. So 3.11, the party agreed to further engage on detailing allocation of the political position at the party leadership. Kega bungor ka jam ko betinga to know in to be ka touting to be a position bendena kuma. The two parties agree that there shall be a community forum for the peace and reconciliation between the Chola and the Dinka Padang in Apranal and Ruing in order to promote the peaceful coexistence, and the government shall provide the necessary support. Ekena ye jalwela ke motonin ke Jieng de Padang aku ja chuluk eladim Jieng Padang both side ke taw Ruing ku ja ke taw fi Apranal a big deal nyut ko kuma be kang lui provide can book jam. Ya jama, this is where the condemnation come. In kidi jam we gran ran ki talam de la tan ka ci gam ka ken gemi yin kurana lui re temur didak ko jël la bag ben nit ba mu ben wel we yin kene abag ya ting rot we ka pada e ki pet ka we wala kara ka we ka bag ya dedi to ngi jeng den jamen fiang di wal chak pung let me know taban ya ko ba lui translate from English to tong jeng. 3.3, a party agreed that the head or command of the security forces, the state judge, should not come from the officer or help from Apranal in order to avoid partisan politics or involved in a local community politics. I will run le bay to le bay ko won't be a head or command security forces kaga ko biga bay state ku ja jaji ci le biara an askari yani ne bi ben will de tier than bi ben low. 3.4, the parties agree that the headquarter of Makal, not Malakal, the headquarter of Makal, this is where the other problem comes. Listen carefully. The 3.4, the party agreed that the headquarters of Makal County should be based in Malakal town as previous excising and claim or conflict over this should be further resolved by the community or in community, yes, of the Afrinal, and that Afrinal state with a government facilitated. Chatping, Makal County, but Ashiluk Alfi Baratan, Makal, not Malakal, okay? And this is where the Junubin are confused. There is something called Makal, it's a county in the West Bank, and there is Malakal in the East Bank as a town. Now, this so-called Makal, it is a county in the West Bank, has got its own headquarters called Ugot or whatever.
Pachuda, I think it's Pachuda.
They want that county head county to become and based in Malakal. And then they are saying that invited people who live there, they will come and talk about this. Look how confusion. To come and talk about what? They will come and talk about, who will be really heading Malakal town. And this Malakal issue is the one that solved last year. If you see the video where Abu Dhuk and Martin and Deputy Governor and Turkel himself, this was being resolved. There is no any county of Shilluk in the East Bank anymore. All Deer County are in the West Bank. You see how they're confused now? You want to bring the headquarters of the West Bank to the East Bank. For what? So the party agreed that the headquarters of Makal, because that is confusion. The so-called Makal is M-A-K-A-L. That's Makal County. Malakal, as Malakal in the East Bank is called Malakal. M-A-L-A-K-A-L. All right, put in mind. Payen ken we Jieng Padang a chilwele yen. Pan when they are headquarters the county the initial Makal to long tree abudung na Malakal dan in to tong Jiengan. We beretin ako week we in we bijajam. We coach we de karang abag ja luel ko bag miskela dun bag loy week bag sol. Ko government abato ko koñ week. This is Khartoum peace agreement to refer to the SPLM, IG, and Agwelek forces shall come into effect of the date of signing peace agreement. For SPLM IG, General Akol Korkwaj, Director, Internal Security Bureau. Another signature is General Wulong Tabo, Chairman of the Agwelek forces. All right. I think we will stop there, guys. Jieng Padang community, I will repeat myself, in North America and around the world is condemning the peace agreement that has done in Khartoum. We are not part of it. We will not support that peace. Because this peace, it is a government peace in Iowa, but we know very well that Wulong, when he was rebel, it was not because of the national issue or government problem. It was the issue of the land that now he looked like he's securing the land according to this paper that we read. Now, if the peace comes, would you do the peace by yourself or with the government or with somebody that you have a problem? There are a lot of questions we should ask. Why the Jieng Padang elders or leaders were not invited in that peace? If peace is going to be about land, to negotiate with Wulong and talk with Wulong, why we are going to be invited as a reconciliation, for what? And why the peace are going to paper La Macol idea, the so-called 1956 boundary, without another side. Ya jamaa mafi gediya be amulu one side. It cannot bring a peace. Me, as a member of the SPLM party, I condemn this and I blame my party. This is not fair, and we are not going to buy such peace agreement. Wulong can come in, and Padang can decide whether we go out or stay with them in. Because if somebody who rebel as somebody who have a legitimate to play the role, we will see. Because you can come in and let us go out. So we are here today to say that peace, we condemn it. It's not legitimate. It's not fair because Wulong signed peace with himself. Why he destroy our city? He need to sit down with Jieng Padang leader and sign peace with them because he was not rebel. And you see the complicated. The same Wulong who defect with Garwidwal from the mainstream SPLM-IO of Riek Machar, now they came here, Wulong say, no, we don't want to sign together with Garwidwal. He's going to sign separately as an Agwelek organization. You see all the confusion? An Agwelek problem is not the same, the Garwidwal problem. Agwelek problem is land. Land from who? From Jieng Padang. Then the question, where is Jieng Padang in that peace agreement in Khartoum? Are they there? No. So these people in Apranal, they will never have a peace. Rebellion after rebellion, defection after defection. And we see the spokesperson of the kid Guang, he defect before the peace with another two generals from Garwidwal and Johnson. We know this guy. He was the spokesperson, general whatever name. I forgot it. Now, when the peace was come to be signed, Wulong say in a different way, but to me is another defect. Say that, no, I will sign my peace separately as an Agwelek and chairman of the Agwelek. You see how the confusion in Apernal leaders. You see the confusion. Wulong, technically, he's defect from his chairman Garwidwa. He can just say it in a different way. But if you see why would you sign the peace separately while you were under Garwidwa? There are a lot of questions, my South Sudanese. These people are deceiving people of Apernal or South Sudan in general. So because of time, Daniel, I will stop here. We are here to condemn that peace agreement. Padang is out of it. Totally. We condemn it, possible term. And we are not part of it. Illegitimate peace is not fair peace. It's paper one side. So let's see how this peace will work. For those who are watching, thank you. Padang worldwide is not a part of that peace being celebrated in Khartoum. Thank you, Daniel. You can take it from there.
Yeah, and so the ana quiz me.
Quiz.
Ana besal lekum itu natal guiding fi live inak Biel Kun and those of David Gatke and Michael Ato and Zachariah and everybody. Thank you very much for coming and let us share the video. Why we talking in Dinka language or we talking in Arabic? Because the peace that is in Guang, we know that is the General Garwidwal was the one who's supposed to sign what it was about. Like now, you guys see it now. Garwidwal was not even giving anything. You know, the peace is now has become the peace for the Chola people. Trust can be tell, yeah, Jama, trust can be tell. Garwidwal was not about to fight anybody. Lana Garwidwal at Riek Machar, he fight him. Garwidwal was not interested to fight Riek Machar. Trust me, that is what Garwidwal was about. Garwidwal was about what is killing people, what is killing South Sudanese people. So if it is the Riek Machar is the problem, then Garwidwal will decide that is okay. If it is Riek Machar is the problem, that is make the Nuer is not comfortable and everybody, we have to come with a solution, the peace. And Johnson Wulong was a sticker in Garwidwal, look like they doing the same agenda, but Wulong is have his own agenda. Now you guys can see now. We tell everybody long time ago that is Johnson Wulong is not from IO. Now you can see now we say the Agulek is gonna be independent. They not mention that is the group of Kid Guang will be independent. You see how they make the Garwidwal now is somebody in the middle, because Garwidwal did not even have nothing that he will sit there in McGuinness. Now you see the Cholo what they signed, the Johnson Wulong signed that Malakal County is going to be bring it back to Malakal to be the headquarters. This is the benefit of Shuluk. Another benefit is the Agulek is going to be independent for long as much as the government is going to resolve it. You see, this is another benefit for the Agulek Chola people. And also Agulek sign or the Johnson Wulong sign that they need any judges or any high security in the Afanal should be from somewhere else, okay? Should be somewhere else, not from the people of Malakal. It should be from Istoia. You see how they complicate it now because the Istoia and them, they want to be a Luo people. So people like Garwidwal and like Jieng Padang people and where all of these people, they're going to have nothing to do with Malakal at this time. So it's going to be the people that is brought somewhere, because that is what you see the reason. And also the security in Malakal, the high official security should be from somewhere. If you do, that is what the Johnson Wulong they signing or Garwidwal sign. You see now what they bully now, they pull Garwidwal now to sign something that is gonna affecting him. And now Garwidwal is the general, is the headquarters of everybody in McGuinness, and now they put Garwidwal to have nothing he signed. We know what Garwidwal signed to have nothing. Only is Agulek, he signed for Agulek to be independent, and he wanna be the Mahakal is gonna bring it back, which is mean Mahakal and Garwidwal, there is nothing related to Garwidwal about. Garwidwal is somebody wanna change the problem that the South Sudanese have in the IO. But now you see now, Garwidwal is a IO. Johnson Wolonji is not a IO. You see how they come out. He say they will be independent from the IO. And that is what we tell everybody long time. You guys need to know exactly what's going on. But it's okay. It's up to Garwidwal. If Garwidwal wanna be blindfold and he live there, it's up to him. It's not gonna be for us, Jieng Padang. But what we wanna talk here and me and Wilson is talking about here, Nina Jieng Padang, we live in Malakal for a long time. So if the Wolong is about to bring the Malakal headquarters to Malakal, he have to take the permission first. My chanino a kolokur much signed what tutke much signed this, he had to get the permission from people that live in Malakal. Okay, it's not gonna happen. But I'm worried about why they bully Garwidwal to have nothing he signed, because the signature guide gidamna yaw lama kol lena fi club house ugal yaki junub, we gonna divide it the afanal in 1956. Uday yaw the guide he say here the two parties agree that the shallow areas and boundaries should resolve it at student 1956. Would that the same thing in 1956 map? Would the 1956 map, there is nothing to do with the Guang agreement. Lana Guang agreement are the people who want to change the IO problem, not for the land. So Garwidwal is now he don't even know that his vice president or his deputy was fighting about the land. That is why now he signed for his land. So what Garwidwal signed for? Nothing. So this is what you need to put in your mind. But the problem is here, the Malakal headquarters is not gonna be the Malakal headquarters is not gonna be in Malakal. Trust me. Lo Johnson Uloy jai Malakal. Nina ma bugumpi Malakal tada nina bugolo kalam chibaratane. Lani Johnson Uloy de harif. Munukan fi Malakal lano abu pagana mumde la huwa mumde kan bolis fi Malakal fi zaman dak, lakin huma arvinu zaman de kan gadin busafaru le baratane. Pagana mum abu la huwa mumde, he know it. What was about fi zaman de fi Malakal. They are the kan bolis headquarter fi Malakal. Naide abu Fagan. Wa bulama kol guide na fi abong yana tubi. Pia bong betana de beta denka ngok de abu gaidi nak abu lama kol ya udah ata de lama kol galino okto buguli nyan ngok de wule de pia bong. So I is all baro yani where you go you know exactly inter guide when. So we koi kwana we ping with the we back lo updating Wilton ini chalo imbiot we back lo updating ko lo rod ki tiong wan ko bi we wan bi ka chari lui a chak ping and take chiro lwele ne UN na ke ko UN na problem ko Juba Sudan is still supporting UN ko UN na de tong peru non even no UN in Malakal as well no UN in South Sudan, there will be no fighting, but the fighting that we have is fueling up by UN. Exactly, you already know. So kilo ki Malakal County Jieng Padang nyui ki finya this time tomorrow or today. Back home there, big new pin ko big thing hill. Maka del really cock big buy long to thank you fees no can Jieng Padang chol can to go to be involved in this agreement. Jieng Padang should go there and sign with them if it is the agreement for the land. Okay. Yeah. So now we see exactly the people that is was about Garwidwal was about to change the headquarters of IO to be a commander of IO. Now is resolved that is the signature also is already become for Agolek people. Okay. But Nina Jieng Padang, we don't have a problem. So the appear the Wilson.
Yeah.
We Denka Padang, we don't have a problem with signing peace. We don't have a problem also Johnson will going to come. We don't have a problem. Agolek will come. Lekin le akuma ubiji bamul sign lomgal kala headquarter betakum beta Malakal is gonna come to Malakal. This is different than they signed the peace with Akuma. Brother Garkek Ugalina, these people they did not fight Akuma. Yes, it's true. Well, how do they sign the peace with Akuma? They did not even fight. They should have signed the peace with Riek Machar. Now Riek Machar did not sign anything with them. Garwidwal, I don't know why except to sign with Akuma. So now they're giving what they want. So Riek Machar is no longer have a problem with them. Riek Machar is gonna continue whatever he doing. He can continue. Lano, they did not do anything with Riek Machar, so nothing will limited Riek Machar to do. He can still killing people. He can still do whatever he want. Lano, he did not sign nothing with anybody. So if anything wrong, these people they signed the peace with Akuma. Okay, so this is problem is not solved. After Garwidwal that if he come now, he did not solve nothing. Yeah, and who guided now 9 years or whatever years, he did not solve nothing. You know, Lanu agreement big bit Akuma ma Agulek, that's it. Yeah, and bito he don't have nothing to do with it. Lekin in a mind and a problem Agulek I can uji waliam to win Agulek the other now men miti no maderi gizato. Lekin in a problem Malakal le Malakal, we have a problem with it because we not a people that is involved in that piece. What bring Malakal to Malakal is gonna cause another chaos too. Lano, we did not involve it in that agreement. They should have called that is you Padang people come and then we come to sign the land, not the agreement with Akuma. They you know Akuma but I win ubamam chebamu sign a gul kede. Lekin bus is good yani blindfold them. Lano they sign it is gonna be a blindfold. Lekin tomorrow you're gonna hear nothing is approved. Lana Akuma is will not approve this thing anyway. So you tomorrow will hear that this is not approved. But we will approve to Agulek to come and everybody to come, but we're not going to prove that you coming with your Malakal Firas, we talk to you to Jada of Malakal. No, it's not going to happen. So unless you tell us exactly what is the problem, you know, yeah. 1956 is the one is that Lama Call said about it. That is 1956. Mafid not Jain fi 1156 fi Maladul Jai ma. You start the history from where what they started history. Inta Jaimin wins that. Inta Jaimin Gaba, while Inta Jaimin Folk, you need to start that history. 1956, Dana Daniel, Dana Garib Chan Wuladona. Lakin Bas yani come 20, maybe 20 years or 30 years later when I was born and that time. Lakin Abu already is there in that time. Lakin ana jit pi Junuba Sudan de, ana ma jit ba Abu de jiddi wo jiddi yaw ja fi South Sudan. So you guys need to know where is my uncle Jaipi Win while my cousin Jaipi Win. You know, you need to know that kwar bono. That is what you need. 1956 the Umbara, the Mabita Zaman. You know? So we don't need to encourage the problem. Like in agreement, you guys go agreement is okay. Sign everything you need, but everything you need, but haja bagula galita to give headquarter beta makal le malakal lano pina dine blind fool le mengalo makal bagula khalas yani makal kulo lakin they don't know fi haja bagula makal shuluk or fi makal medina, you know, makal shuluk de bagula makal lakin malakal is a malakal medina. This is the different two name who guide this two name guide means come ma lila who guide means zaman. So this is how the people blind pool here. Lemen guna malakal galas yaw de malakal beta Junuba Sudan kulo. Lakin pi makal shuluk is samu makal shuluk adil kede indo makal wo shuluk. Asa Arab asa la izul baro bino makal shuluk de guide win. Pi baratan wala pi barada. O pi malakal. Yani this is the confusion. Lakin nazel lemen gulu makal khalas yana makal shuluk de kulo de makal beta shuluk. Lakin they don't even know. They don't identify there is a difference here. There is a two name. Associate by the self, you know. For Denka Padang, we don't have a problem with the peace, but we will have a problem of moving your damn headquarters from wherever Pachuta is there and bring it to Malakal. It's gonna cause another problem. Lakin I'm worried about Garwidwal. Lana Garwidwal was the IU. Now Johnson Wolong we see is not an IU anymore. According to the list, they say Agoleg is independent from IU. So which is mean they not belong to IU anymore. So what about Garwidwal? What is gonna be the process of Garwidwal? What the name of them? So Wilson, I will get you back the mic, and then we will come to conclusion. Lano Zamantana Mashi, we going to work. So
yeah, I think Daniel, you said it all. Thank you. We are coming to conclusion. My time is against me here. First of all, I will say we were here to condemn this peace agreement. There is no peace that should be done by one side. And then there's somebody that you wage war against them was not in that peace. So Jieng Padang worldwide is condemning peace. We are not seeing this peace as a legitimate. We condemn it, first of all, and nothing called Makal County should be transferred from the West Bank to East Bank to Malakal town. It's not going to be happening. This is the reality. The only solution for this issue of Apernal is two, Jieng Padang says two, Shuluk community need to accept the court. They need to bring their own paper from British who was colonizing the Sudan, and then from the Sudan, and let go to court. This is solution number one. It's not a political solution, brothers and sisters. That's one thing. Another solution is to give Padang his own state, because we were already having, and by nature, the river is the border between the Padang and Shilluk. This is another solution. We need to be given our own state. That's a second solution. So the Shilluk can be in West Bank, we can be in the East Bank. Otherwise, all these political, they are not going to work. John Garang did it in paper to bring Lemakol from the Matamur Watan. That's why John Garang is the one who create all these things. There was nothing called Makal Shilluk as a county. Makal as a county in Baratani. And this mistake cannot be happen again. To give somebody land away to create as his own county, while we know the Shilluk have his own land in the West Bank. So we are saying, Jieng Padang, the only solution is go to court or divide the Apernal, give Shilluk their own. For those who are blinding themselves, that saying, oh, 1956, it's going to be paper for Padang too. 1956, we were divided into 9 so-called colonial districts created by British. So those 19 districts, Shilluk have Kodok district by themselves. The Denga of PG nowadays, they have a Pangak district. This is where met with the Dinka. And Arang, Kumalut, Kumaban, they have their own district. Jongle district, Pibu district, Akoba district, Nasir district, which is East and West. So if you talk about 1956, you are going to fail the test, my friend. Don't mislead yourself. And from 1956 up to 70, the head of the chief and the county mayor, they are all Denka. From 1956 to 1974, where the one Shilluk come to contest in Malakal as a resident. The father of who? Of the called Joshua, the guy called Joshua. 74, Ajama. So if you talk about 1956, you're going to fail test. Yes, 1956, Shilluk were in the East Bank as a resident, but they are not owner.
Yeah, 1956 is going to be a district of Kodok and Sobat and Rang.
In that district.
Yeah.
Nothing you're going to win. Yes, you may be residing there as a resident, but you were not a landowner. And we know why you come there. So please, the court will be the legitimate way to solve this problem. My message to the government of South Sudan, you will see, is it Fi Kalam Bagul, Shaitan you know and Shaitan you don't know. Shaitan you know, yeah, government of South Sudan is Jieng Padang, which is the resources of the country or in their land, and you've been benefit from them for the whole 7 years of war. While we were taking your own baburat, Shala Silabitakum, Ujadam Murupadang. What did you get from Agulek? None. It is your choice, you government of South Sudan. Either you take Agulek as your beneficiary and leave Jieng Padang alone. The Gaba bita Junub Zay Manas Katir Bugul Gaba is open. Lo Zol Merit Yabu Bisamau Kalam Bitao, Merit Bitana Mabukun Zay Bita Gulik. put in mind Yakuma, please. Do not mislead yourself. We were a supporter of the Akuma from day one up to today. But if Akuma want to turn around, yeah, turn to agree with the criminal who listen with 4 baburat kukulu hardware bitat asila kubar mao masala dadu majabu fi agreement. They are not even mentioned here. Where are the baburat? Where are the this? Please, 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 please. We are not nothing.
Yeah, ma mishkala in Wilson, Akuma is supposed to have himself when he fight Ulony with the Baburat, what was the problem? And now the peace is coming now, the same Malakal Ulony was coming to. So Chakel, Lakini Ulony say now he wanna give everybody orders what they need to do. You know, well, Ajabita Akuigar Kegde is I think it is clear Lano how they signed the peace with Akuma, Uma Shakal Ma Ugadini Shakal Ma Riek Majar forces. So they suppose Akuma is supposed to be in the middle or between these two guys and make them sign the peace. So how the Akuma come along and put the Riek Majar behind, and then the Akuma is the one who signed with these guys. This is this is not fair. That what I would know, I thought that is the Akuma Bukun guy fil middle. Were Riek Machar and this guy, they have to sign the peace. Lana they were against IO Riek Machar. They were not against the government. Well, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, correct. So what? All in all, we are saying the solution of people of Jieng Padang and Shilluk community is number 1, let go to the court. Number 2, let go to the old district of Upper Nile, where the Shilluk were feared in a district called Kodok at their own district. And Jieng Padang here in Malakal was called Sobat district, which was
Sobat district and Rang district
by the Ngok and the Dongjon section of Padang. Period. Rang and Molut district. So please, these are the only solution. Another solution, if you want Upper Nile to be united, keep your own county in West Bank, the so-called Makal, something, whatever. You have your own 4 county in your West Bank. Keep them there, then we will come and meet in Malakal as a normal citizen. Okay? Period. Otherwise, there is no short way here. So we are telling to the Junubin today, Jieng Padang community in North America and around the world is condemning peace agreement signed in Khartoum in paper of Agwelek. Agwelek been misleading Nuer, and I am so sorry for my Nuer people who always join the new thing. They have addicted with the new thing, they will just jump in. Now you see how the Garwid were left alone. We won't just say, no, I will sign as an independent body.
See?
Now, Garwid has left to sign the so-called, Garwid say, I am not changing anything, I'm just signing the peace that did by Riek Machar for the for security arrangement. That's what Garwid is signing. And Wulong is signing separate. You look how the thing go. So it is time for my Nuer people to open their eyes. You've been misused by Arab. Now Junubin are using you.
Riek Machar also, including Riek Machar also.
Equatoria were using you during the rebellion of 2014. Majority of you died in Equatoria. Until the so-called Thomas Cirillo come out. When Thomas Cirillo come out, he say, no, I don't want to join IO. And the same Nuer IO who were fighting. You see how the people are being using you? Now the Chiluk come in under a good leg of Johnson Wulong, saying we are together. Try to use you to fight their own war. And I think Riek Machar could get a credit, Jama. Riek fight very hard to secure the governorship of Upper Nile to be given to Shilluk. What did Riek get wrong here? Riek did his best. But what did Riek got in return? Wulong and Garwidwal, they defect and they fight the Riek forces. You see how the confusion?
Yeah.
So it's time for you, my Nuer cousin, not to be used by anybody. Enough is enough. Fight your own war. Fight your own war. Riek Machar did his best, but now Riek is the loser. He tried to bring son of Shuluk to be a governor of Malakal. He secured that, and then he secured the peace agreement. Riek Machar get payback by being forced out from Maganes by the same Shuluk son, Johnson Wulong and Garwidwal. They fight the Riek forces, they kick them out. After they kick them out now, the same Wulong who using Garwidwal, when it comes to the peace, Wulong say, no, I will sign my peace separately. You see? So again, Jieng Padang are telling the government of South Sudan, this peace you sign is between you and Agwelek and the IO of Garwidwal. We are out of that peace. We cannot be called as the children, oh, after the peace, you come and sit together and talk. Say what? And we already say that if there is anything, we need to meet with the Shilluk king. The elders of Jieng Padang need to meet with the Shilluk king to talk about it, then go to court. If no court, then we go back to the 9th district of 1956. They say they're going to lose it too. There is nothing. 1956 it's not going to be good for Shilluk. Yes, they were there as a resident, but they were not owner. 1956, it is exactly where the Sobat and the headquarters of Malakal was headquarters of the Sobat district, owned by the two Jieng Padang community, Ngok and Dongjol, period. Shilluk were under Pashoda in the West Bank in 1956. So do not play around. For Daniel, I will stop here. I think we're done. Our case is closed. If there are people who want to come out tonight, those of a coach and a BL, if you get a time, guys, I will baki beach side dasher lo ko wala nasher. We be
I kato we still gonna talk lakin I see people they confuse what is going on here. Nina Padang people, we not telling anybody that we don't know, we don't want the peace. We need the peace, but we need to make sure that they understand what they signing, because they sign something they don't know, and that something will not happen. Maasa de muyi to gadino torodo fi isto aye, the muyi land bitum, akuma wen machi asa de ugaljun. The same my people, Nuer Anagado Gulekum. Lemon, you need something, make sure that you get what you want. Madikalik yani, you misuse. Lana said, look, three things. The favor of Wagulek now is not a part of is not a part of IO. But Garwidwal is a part of IO. What happened? So how do Garwidwal call himself now? Is independent or is the IO guy? This thing can be tell ya jamba ba de kale ya aja the gale blind fool lano riek machar lama ko lu amlo blind fool min 91 ubu gulam ci gida mana be warak den na mun de ya tu shulu ko ma den fi arka beta riek machar en riek machar ma na de fi tamarot beta de mun mat no chuluk ma pe chuluk za do ma ci fi har ma ayo beta riek machar okay ma pe zol ma ci fi
Daniel Mastiran jabe ma. Give him.
I brother put Edwok, we need to know you where you come from. Lano mind in a zaman. We don't. You mute yourself, brother. Yeah. Okay. You mute yourself, brother. Wilton, yinde nam de bay tang loko jam. Yes, we the bay tang loko jam.
Yeah, na akwani.
In the put Pito, in the two devices are talking together, okay? Because or the Wilson. You have another device talking there. Unmute yourself. Lana for two devices, so we're not gonna hear you. Okay, go ahead. Unmute yourself. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can hear you. The first thing before you talk, we don't have enough time, and what we're talking here is what they sign it, and we didn't say the peace is not good. No, we say the peace is good, but continue do the peace, but don't sign the peace and say, hey, ana dera namte na jibo hit quarter fi hit a kid na jibo in. It's not your problem. This is how we Padang people talking about. So when you come to talk here, you tell us where you from and what your name and what you wanna say and where you lived. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, because there was a lot of the echo and all that. I will say. Hello, can you hear me?
It's good.
Okay. I am Taban, I'm here at the moment. I'm from Khartoum. We are the part of the people who signed the agreement. And the other issues is that also
No,
we would.
we want to introduce yourself.
No,
Are you
no,
from
you need
Equatorial?
to. Yeah,
And
you
what
need to
community you come from?
introduce. You need to introduce yourself and where you from and where you
My,
talking from. That's it.
my
Yeah.
people, there's too much echo. I cannot even hear you.
I mute one and then I will mute myself. So I mute Wilson and then I will mute myself and then you now. How is this now? It's good now.
Yeah, it's okay now. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
I hope I'm not hearing.
I wanna tell you something before I mute myself. Wilson, can I mute you and then I will mute myself? Lano bukun iko jai lena wala you can tell him I will mute myself.
All right. All we need to do, Brother Pity Adok, just say to the audience where you calling from and what state are you from in South Sudan, and what party are you belong to. Go ahead. And what community you come from.
My name is Peter Adug Nyaba. I am from Upper Nile State. My community is the Cholo, and we were part of the team that negotiated what is happening in Khartoum with regards to uh, the Khartoum peace agreement. We have come to the realization that there is need for peace for all of need for peace to come to our place. There's no need for animosity, and that is why we extended that. I mean, there's no problem that is. You know, I can hear myself speaking.
Maybe you there, brother. We mute ourselves. You can't hear from us anymore unless it's
Why not connected, girl? Can they chill attack bara?
no, it's not that one. No, it's a network. It's your network. It's not a speaker. No, I know what is problem. Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Let me connect with the phone, and then I come to you, and then I explain to you what is happening. Okay?
No, you are fine now. You are good now. Go ahead.
You good now. Go ahead. If it's happen again, you can go ahead and do it. But continue now.
So we have to realize that peace has to come. Peace has to come at whichever expense. People have to sit down and negotiate instead of having animosity towards each other, and that's why we signed the 6 points that were negotiated within the agreement that was signed. So we will be sending a team to go to Juba, and they will meet your community. They will go and have they will and then afterwards they will go to Malakal, they will go to Bor, and so that we stop this war. It has not. Our people have suffered for very long. Okay, I think I know now where my problem was. I've realized where the problem was. I had opened two, so it is closed now. Can you hear me now? No, now I cannot hear you.
Yeah, no, yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
hear
you.
you.
Yeah,
We
go
hear
ahead.
you.
Okay, now the truth of the matter is that the peace agreement, peace has to come, my brothers. Whether you guys like it or not, it has to come. We just sit down and negotiate it, and nobody has to die anymore. South Sudanese have suffered. If you've been hearing our speeches for the last 4 or 5 days, it has been we have to change our mindsets from the mentality of war to a mentality of peace and peaceful coexistence.
Ask a question very quick. Daniel, can you?
Mm,
Yeah, you say, there is nobody don't want the peace, but peace
mm,
should not be expenses of other people. Now the question,
mhm,
the peace that you've been talking in Khartoum, I know you are from Agwelek,
mm,
and Agwelek was taking arm because of land, claim
yeah.
that Padang take a land. So were
Mm.
the Jieng Padang elders or leaders were in that peace in Khartoum? Answer is yes or no. That's what I want from you. You were
This
involved.
thing was the next phase. Now this is the first phase, is to disengage. The first thing that we did was that we need to disengage from fighting.
You to
From
say yes, they were invited or no, they were not. Do the Jieng Padang leader were in that peace in Khartoum? Yes or no?
No, this thing was done through what was done was that it was done through the security apparatus of security leadership of South Sudan. We had Tutkeo, Akolkor, and Stephen Marshall. These are the three individuals, and other the smaller teams of the negotiators were there also, and I do not know their names in full because I was not part of the negotiating team, but. The people who did the leadership was directly from His Excellency Salva Kiir to Tutkeo and the rest of the groups that the rest of the guys who came.
Yeah. The reason I ask you this question, if the peace want to be a real peace, you guys make a mistake. You should have to invite Jieng Padang.
No,
Because
but we're going to that part, my brother Wilson. We are going now to Juba to meet these people. What
after
we did, this thing was negotiated in 3 days.
listen to me.
Okay.
You cannot just come and invite us after you sign the paper talking about that Makal County will be. Where is the Jieng Padang view here? You talk about 1956. We should have to have our view too in that table. But now you're making a mistake. So it's not going to work. That's what we are saying. We condemn the peace. This peace is illegitimate.
No. You
It's
cannot
just
condemn
for
peace, my
one
brother.
community paper. That's all.
Let me say this, brother Pito Adwok. The
Yes.
thing is here, we don't want people to die actually, but we don't want anybody to stay in the bush for that long unless you have a problem. First thing, Johnson Wuloy, when he was in a bush there, he was the IO that rebelled because of the land. This is his number one. Even now he know. But Riek Machar did not treat the people good. He left Garwidwal without informing him that I'm ana machi Jua. Wo he went Jua enough, wo bigi adat tulta, wo nasa el jamaa beto el guiding bara yaude Johnson yaude Garwidwal decide that is okay if you don't know me and then I will stay here. Now they come together, Garwidwell and Johnson Wulong. Now you are the part there. Let me ask you, what is the difference between Johnson Wulong and Garwidwell now?
There's no difference.
If, if
There's just they are both my leaders. The chairman Garwidwal, General Garwidwal is commander in chief of the SPLM SPLIO Kit Guang, and General Johnson Olony Tubo is deputy chairman and commander in chief of the SPLM SPLIO Kit Guang.
okay, another thing here, brother, let us talk. The first thing I want to ask you, you Agolik and you Garwidwell forces, all of you, the name is called Kit Guang. This is a general
Right,
name. But there is a
right.
Golek, and I don't know what the forces of Garwidwal their name. I think they are IO, something like this. Lanu, a Golek now we say it's not from the IO anymore. But 2 days ago, you guys fighting with the Riek Machar, and the government was the one in the middle of you guys too. So what I was asking, if I were there in the peace, I can ask Garwidwell or ask Johnson Willing that you was fighting, your forces was killed by Riek Machar in this movement. So the peace of you, Garwidwell, and you, Johnson Willing, should be between you and Riek Machar, not you with the government, because you did not fight with the government. How do you sign the peace? Government is your, it should be in the middle to sign the peace to make Riek Machar that these people, Agolek and Johnson will, and Garwidwell, they have to come. Whether Riek Machar you like or not, government will be in the middle to make sure that the Riek Machar forces now, they're not going to fight you anymore. So that is what I was asking. You guys should not sign the peace with Akuma. Akuma should let you sign the peace with Riek Machar. Now Riek Machar now, who guide Fidara Akuma, is not longer now talking to you, and is not longer talking to Akuma. Riek Machar tomorrow will have a forces to attack anybody from you guys. This is how Garwidwell and Johnson will learn should come in here, because Riek Machar is the one killing you, is not a government. So how do you leave the Riek Machar and sign the peace with the government and come in and say you want to bring whatever you don't even belong to it, the land and all of this? And
Daniel,
Garwidwell is not about
Daniel,
this. Yes.
I'll give him a chance to answer. You know, this is what I want to correct. Yes, they should have to sign the peace as an IO themselves, group of Riek Machar and Garwidwell with Johnson Wulong. That's
Yeah.
what Daniel is asking. But another piece too, Wulong himself, Agulek under Wulong, who took the arm because of the land of Jieng Padang, Jieng Padang should be the partner to the peace, to be in that peace. It's not happened. Now two problems. So go ahead and answer the Daniel question.
Okay, I'm going to answer Daniel's question and yours questions as well. Brother Daniel, as we all agree that there is a genuine need for the South Sudanese to realize the peace. There's no need for we need to see that the level of devastation, the level of destitution that has happened within South Sudan. This thing has to go. And it doesn't matter who brings peace, but the only thing is that peace must be realized in that region of Upper Nile. The reason we signed the peace with the government, remember, when Dr. Riek left Khartoum and went to Juba, he went with his politicians. He did not go with the military. The military, it is me and any other soldier that is holding guns that are there, that were taken to cantonment area, and they were taken to training center, and they have not been graduated. Yeah, they have not been graduated from the training fields up to date. It has been 3 years. So this is why we made this agreement. That first of all, whatever we need to agree is the security arrangements. We must come to an agreement with the government, because remember, Dr. Riek went with 10 fingers. Okay, he went and he's in Juba now, and he's unable to the fighting has not yet stopped. So what we focused on is that, okay, SPLM-IG, let us come down and say, let us come and talk as military, that we are the ones who are fighting. It is not the politicians that are fighting, it is the military. Okay, the military to sign an agreement. We will compromise. Okay, we will give it. There's no position that we want. This is the no, we did not sign under.
This is another question also. The same what I was telling you. You should sign the peace agreement with Riek Machar, and why you don't sign with Riek?
Why would we sign with him? We kicked him out of the. Dr. Riek does not have any forces. First of all, number two, we kicked him out of the. He's no longer our chairman. Okay, so we are talking. We 80% of the forces that are there are with us under the command. Leadership of General Simon
Garwidwell, yeah.
Yes. So there's nothing for us to sign with Dr. Riek. We will talk directly to the government. We will talk to His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit. We have nothing. We don't want position. We want to stop the bloodshed that is happening within the. This is our main focus. Now, coming back to the question of Wilson, my brother, this is the beginning of how things are, and I expect you as the leadership of Padang and the voice of Padang is that we have made the first move. We are there. We want peace, real peace, not just we have said that okay. If there are anything, let us sit down and negotiate it. We should not fight each other anymore because nobody's winning. Padang are not winning, Cholo are not winning, and other people like it. So we have to sit down and do this in a very peaceful manner, like how South Sudanese problems were being solved before. So as I told you, that there will be a delegation that will be leaving from here, Khartoum. They will go to Juba. Probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. They will be there. This is a reality. There's no. It's not anymore that things will be. Things will be it will take long or it will take months. No, no, no. We are talking about we solve the problem now. Now the next after that, within a period of 3 months, things will have been completely finished. There will be nobody that will have to die again in an Upper Nile because of things which are solvable. We solve this problem. So if I were you, I will not. I will not look at. I will not put that the Padang in North America and in Sudan, they condemn the agreement that they're signing. They should work actually, and it will make you look like you are now you're not for peace. Okay, we're all for peace, my brother.
Listen, yeah,
Let us stop this.
Let me stop you there because I am again at the time too about to go to work. Anyway, brother, nobody want any suffering of our people. We all need peace, but peace has not to be expense of other. You're saying you don't looking for position.
You're not.
In the paper I read before, you are going to be given position in the state level. You are going.
How many? How many people? How many? It will be leaders, about 4, 5, 6 people.
Then that is the position you're saying. I'm just let me count them. You're going to get a position in a state level. You're going to get a position in a national level. So don't tell me you are looking for a position. That's one thing. Where is the Padang here? Because you guys create a lot of mess. You say Riek Machar is not there.
He's not there.
Listen. The governor of current Upper Nile State is from the Riek Machar. Abudok is appointed by Riek. If you are with me, okay? Abudok is appointed by Riek Machar. He still holds a position of a governorship in Upper Nile. That's one thing. You may defeat Riek Machar forces in the bushes in Maganes, but Riek Machar forces are still somewhere existed in Al-Nil. So now you create a three enemy. The pure enemy that you were fighting with them is your own IO, the Riek Machar.
Unmute yourself, yeah, brother Peter. You okay?
Unmute me.
Yeah. So the question, what you are saying is not correct. You cannot go and meet Jieng Padang after you sign peace agreement. You guarantee your benefit. You're going to be given position, and then you're going to the so-called Makal County, Malakal from the West Bank County should be moved into Makal City. So these are the things that you sign. Now, after that, girl, you're going to stop with Jieng Padang. This makes sense, Jama? It's not. Hold on. Another complicated, like I say, you did not sign peace with Riek Machar. The current governor is from your tribe. Is a Shuluk by the tribe, but it's not Agwelek. It's a Riek Machar.
IO.
Yeah. But Wilson.
So where
let me ask you this question.
Did you consulted the government?
Wilson, I ask a question.
Let me ask you, yeah. All this you're talking about, all this narrative that you're saying, has it stopped the bloodshed in South Sudan?
What narrative?
No, we're coming for the solution. We don't want to encourage the fight. Yeah.
This is why I'm saying that when you say that that Ubudok is a Shulu person,
is an IO,
is an IO from Majid, has it stopped any? We are talking about taking the real peace to the people of South Sudan.
Okay.
It might not work for you, but at the end of the day, it brings peace for that person, the common person that is suffering there.
Listen. No, hold on, Daniel. Let me stop you there, Matira. We don't need to confuse ourselves. Agulek agenda, where you come from, is not for peace of South Sudan. It's not a national agenda. Agulek agenda is the land taken from the state. And that's why your leader, what they call General Johnson Wulong, he signed a separate peace as an Agulek chairman and left his own boss, which is the Garwidwal, to sign a security arrangement. And this guy is signing separately. So you are not for the South Sudan. You were for your own land issue. That's what I want to tell you. Or is me?
Yeah. No, it's listening.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I am saying that do not hide yourself under umbrella of South Sudan anymore. You were fighting for the land taken by Jieng Padang. So there is a mess here within Upper Nile, like I tell you. The current governor of Upper Nile, which come from Shilluk tribe, but is appointed by Riek Machar. He's the current government now. That's one thing. You never signed peace with him. The second problem, the people you accuse they took your land, which is Padang, you never signed peace with them.
But my brother,
this is very, 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 very complicated.
Yeah, and kada amche 2 seconds chana deul Isaac zaman tana mashi.
Comrade Wilson,
I will listen to him and then I am going to change. You can continue.
It is going to be solved as I know. This is what we signed. This is a real document, not Dajara. We signed it, and then it is the issue to do with the two communities. They're going to sit down and they're going to talk about.
Can you read out the land? Can you read out the land matter?
Okay. The land position.
The parties.
Number one.
The two parties agree that Cholo area boundary should be resolved as it stood on 1156, as provided for by the revitalized agreement on the resolution of conflict in South Sudan. This is number one. This is the real map of South Sudan. How South Sudan was formed, 1156.
But this is your ritual belief. There is no Padang belief in it here.
But I mean, South Sudan was formed as a result of 1156.
Yeah, they're independent.
We're talking about the local area. Go ahead.
Local area.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're talking about the map. We are not talking about 1156 map of South Sudan, not tribal map.
Okay, right? Go ahead. Yeah.
This is number one. Number two, the parties agree that the Cholo and the Dinka Padang communities in Upper Nile and Ruang shall engage in peaceful dialogue. Remember, peaceful.
Yeah. It's good.
As communities as communities to find amicable solution to the land matters, as well as promote peaceful coexistence. Wilson, this is for you, not for anybody else.
No, hold on. I read that part before, and that's why I told him you read it. Now, where do we sit? After you signed the paper, were we there? I asked you before. Do they wear a Padang view in that paper?
You have the leader. You know, Salpa was the one who decided to.
But Salpa is not from Padang. Salpa is the president of South Sudan, and you are claiming land from Padang.
But he's the one who wrote this one, isn't it?
What?
He's the one who sent his delegation to come and negotiate with us, isn't it?
That's why we say we condemn it. There is no Padang representative. We condemn it. Be clear in mind. That's what I want to tell you. You can read it as long as, but it's understandable. All these papers, there were no Padang opinion in it or Padang.
We are going to negotiate with them.
Yes, Wilson.
We are for peace.
Daniel.
Wilson.
Yes.
Wilson Luan.
I am going, guys. My time is
go.
out.
Go with peace, my brother. Peace start thinking peace. It is very difficult, but it is very possible. Yeah.
We all want the peace, but you sign peace with the wrong group. You should sign peace with the Riek Machar group, where Abadok is still a governor.
Riek is no longer there, my brother. We finished.
That's what you believe. Riek is still in vice president.
No, he's just there in Juba. He has nothing here.
You never signed peace with Padang that you claiming they took your land.
We are going to. Whether I know it's very difficult for you, but we are going to.
No, okay. Wilson, if you wanna go, I only have 16 minutes. Yes.
Kiba lekin ki tu koy lui
No,
invited ki
no,
yikin koy bay. Na je log tiam le badin ba lui le din.
no. I'm gonna close with these people. I'm not bringing no one, anybody else. And Anna in this 16 minutes to go. Yeah, Jama. Anna, I will tell everybody.
You can go ahead with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Please.
So the problem is here, yeah, Peter Duke. We need a peace. We come to it. Brother Isaac, come on and let us know about what you see and what you want to tell us and where you from and all of this. So and then from there, we will go to Brother Emmanuel, and then Peter Duke, stay there. I have a question for you too. So Isaac, go ahead, brother.
Well, Daniel, thank you for your this this time you give me. There's an echo somewhere, guys.
Let me see.
Yep.
Now it's good, yeah.
Yes. I'm not. I'm gonna just say this. Really, really. It's just funny. You say one. 1956. Yeah, Jamana, man. What? Okay. Today, I was listening to Garwit Guang. Okay. His speech in Khartoum. Okay. Fadang. This is the problem that you guys talking about right now. Yeah, about Padang uh territory or Padang
Land.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and then my brother here, what's his name? He's
Uh,
talking about peace. This is two different things you guys talking about. So he's not really talking about the peace or the line. This is what I heard about the talk right here now. Uh, to make sure to tell you guys the advice, because me, I'm just here. I'm not with IO. Okay. I'm not with Garwi Dual. Okay. I'm not with the government. Okay. I'm an independent person. I am saying Kir Ariak must go. This is who I am. I don't got no time for this nonsense they're doing to us every day. Okay. Every year with a new subject. Okay. And they keep us here in the media talking about it. Okay. Let me be honest to you, Yahui Yal Fadang. What I heard today, okay, into Lamlemuna Fiskum, Shilo Yalkum Baid, me Fadang. Okay. Uh Nas for Juba. Nas for Juba. This is a warning. That's what I was coming up to you guys. A warning. Nas for Bor, take your kids. Kanitenda kum guru Shilo Yalkum Baid me Mahalda. Now the 3 months Kir Mader Kalam Salam. Okay? He's not there. He wasn't there. Tut Mader Salam. Okay? Tut Mader Salam. Okay? Garwe Dual, he want peace. But peace without us, Gulu peace da with anger, with force to the people. He told the government in 3 months, okay? This is his according his words, in 3 months. If he don't agree with the things that he said and they didn't put it in order, there would be chaos. Straight up. He said, I'm not scared of nobody. I don't care. So this is right. This is in Arabic, my brother. Daniel, I swear, Yahui. Arabic, Jamana. Wait. He said, I'm not scared from I'm not scared from nada.
Damunugal kida.
Yahoo, do you want me to play the video? I don't know.
Rosale vade ne ya nasma bisrir bitai da cha na fam ko is.
Abas asma kalam garuj barra. Yalla namal tuja. Tut command the same thing. Tut kan nena junubin. Nena maga na khabin zol. Derin salam jibu salam nena jibu salam. This is this is our leader talking language. Dem no gari tibla speak there jamana wala. Who is writing those speech to people? Huh? Which kind of speech Which kind of speech?
Nas Peter or dog Nas Peter or dog they out there not al bakti be speak. Go ahead.
No, Comrade Daniel, ما في حاجة زي ده. أنينا في جرب.
This is. أنا قلت لك يا أخوي أنا جبل قاعد نسمع حاجة ده كده أنا قلت wow. This is my people. Is this how you speak? This is a war coming يا جماعة. Okay? أنت كان مشيت في الميديا أنت بتلقى آيو بتاع رياض عندهم حرارة في قلبهم. أنتم منافقين قاعد يشتموا في زول تاني. وأنت كان مشيت قروي دول جروب قاعد يشتموا في
آيو بتاع
يا جماعة عندك كير بجا ما دار اخوي جوا بس بقول براسل في زول وبعمل ساين جواب بتاعه قاعد ودير قاعدين هنا بينار انا داير شغل في باقي ناس اوريدي عنده ماسي تيكت داير يمشي في جوبا كلام شغل.
Asuma, Isaac, I want you to play that voice. So everybody can hear it, please.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Ana zaman betaya jama jai show.
That's a good thing. I do have it before, but because of time, we don't play it. Even audio, play it, please.
Okay. Restart my phone.
Can hear what you say and what they.
Okay. نحن في أمريكا يا
جماعة. My brothers, أنا خايتو في برنامج أنا عندي. أنا بستأذن منكم.
Don't. يا أخوي دقيقة before you go.
دقيقة يا ودوك شوية بس كده نحن نمشي سووا كلنا دايرين نمشي في أكونا إيمانويل لنا دايرين نديو حاجة بتاع 2 minutes بس لكن ما تطول الأدوى بتاع نايدي أريو يا brother. لأنه أنا ذاته أنا داير نطلع ذاته بقلي يعني زمن بسيط خالص أنا ساعدنين إلا عندنا هنا في نار في
خلاص we don't have to play it. أنا كم if anybody wanted I'll send it. أخوي ده especially who سمع فيديو ده أنت كان قاعد في خرطوم أنت قاعد هناك يا أخوي تقول أنت كلامك الهاسي أنت قاعد تتكلم وده أنت قاعد تقرأ ورقة ده أنت زول متعلم كويس. قروي دول next time كان داير يمشي قدام ناس قول له قروي دول let somebody else write the speech because نحن في أمريكا هنا ما في رئيس بيجيب قدام ناس without يا جماعة this is nonsense. أنتوا كان تقتلوا الناس again شيلوا حاجاتكم ده somewhere else. أمشي جوا هناك
ما في قتل. We are talking. تعرف أسمع أنينا كجنوبيين
let me finish and get out because peace أنتوا ما بتجيبوا لنا peace اللي أنتوا عملتوه في 2013 كويس كلكم جرح ده لسه في قلب ناس فاتح. اوكي بيس بيجي من الناس اهالي هسه في اسمه ده في ابا نال تهجوا مويه الناس كلهم قاعد يموتوا ولا شوال بيقولوا شنو الروس ساكت ما وديتوا لهم يا اخي جماعه بيس يا اخي انتوا لموا بعضكم امشوا في جاي وان هناك اقتلوا نفسكم ابقوا رجال زي الرياق كلكم خشوا جوا هناك اقفلوا الباب ده اقتلوا نفسكم انتهوا مننا ما خلونا في حالنا. انتوا كمان دايرين شيلوا الناس بتاعكم ده ادوا لها ICC دير قروي دول دير رياض دير اولين دير كير ميادين لموا بعضهم ودوهم هناك كمان داير تقتلوهم. ما تعملوا لنا ازعاج يا جماعه ما تعملوا لنا ازعاج وديس نانسن meeting every day تجيبوا لنا هنا تقعد تضيعوا لنا الزمن بتاعنا. speak English or يا جماعه هنا ما عيال ثاني. Thank you
brother Isaac. there will be في برنامج بتاعنا ده في ناس يتفاولهم يدلهم they will be compensated there will be a program you know but the first step is normally the hardest and you must realize this قال ناس تيجوا فعلا لمدة 8 سنين اللي فات ده انت كاخوي you must accept قال كده نينا دايرين we must end this cycle of violence cycle of revenge killings and tribalism وجادة كله لازم يجيب. So
ده قروي دول قال كلام ده this morning he said كان ب3 شهور كما عملوا انا بجيب انا بمشي بقلب عندي جيش في جوبا. What is this؟ انا ما قلت حاجه زي
the 3 months يا brother it is for us to finish this problem. Do you want to stay in the current situation؟
قال بخشمه كان انت كمان سمعت كلام ده كويس قال بخشمه قال كان حاجه ده ما عمله انا بنتهي من الناس في جوبا ده منه انا جاي بهجوم.
brother
There's nothing here to hide. Nina Rujal.
I have to
Ana
go.
ta America, I'm not
Yeah,
scared.
My
yeah.
message is to Wilson and
I could.
Wilson, brother. We have started the process of peace. I know it is very difficult, but this is we have started it. We will go and meet the Padang. We will talk to them as a community, and for us, we expect also they will come with the yes, because if it is lo de sakana ana moloni kidada, nobody is going to come out of this cycle bitana. But if we cool our tempers down, نقول okay, let us start a new chapter. البرنامج بتاعنا يمشي قدام. And within the next 3 months جنوب بتغير. الناس اللي قاعدين في تدموع ياسر ده ما it's not only a community. It is the whole of the Great Upper Nile. كويس? And the reason people are not able to take the majority because there is no security arrangements. And now we have signed that we want security arrangements. We the Comrade Isaac.
ما security arrangement بتاع شنو لما يكون عندك اهل جموعه انتوا جيش عندكم زول مسؤول منكم ده ما security انتوا بتشيلوا حاجات في شوارع ما دي security arrangement يا جماعه stop انا في امريكا يا اخوي 23 25 years this year
I
I'm
think
smart
hold on 1 second. I can man أعمل mute later.
أجاد الممشي المفروض يمشي لأهالي ده يوصل لهم وما بزول يقتلهم في شارع. This is the first step because
Bitana they analyze, yeah, brother Peter. It's okay. We
if
need
you're
to.
failing, it is the real peace.
Okay,
Because
nothing
we're
wrong.
talking.
Yeah, nothing wrong. Lo jai real peace. Okay, it's okay. Let us see. Lana nina they're in peace. Lakin elma bumpem peace. We will take it out anyway. Thank you. Let us know exactly.
Thank you for giving me opportunity just to say briefly. I appreciate and let you have a blessed evening.
Thank you, brother Peter.
I have a question. I have a question before Peter goes.
Okay, you go. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Lano the dole there yamchi unina kula nazaro there namchi. Go ahead, brother Emmanuel.
Brother Emmanuel. Continue.
Yes, I want to thank Fanda Media for all this opportunity that has given to us. I salute all our brothers in the studio. And here I'm not in America. I am Fijunu, Sudan. Okay. I just want to ask Peter's very simple question. The peace that they have signed, what are the people of Pandak? What are the benefit that they're going to receive from this peace that they have signed?
Nobody is going to die.
He has to answer us very clear as South Sudanese before I call.
I'm telling you, there is nobody that is going to die. If this thing is implemented the way we want, the way we feel like, the way things we have signed, Kalas, nobody is going to die.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. That is a very simple question.
And
okay.
This thing, it is going to happen.
Okay, thank you very much for the simple question. But I want to tell this media very clearly that the peace that has been signed with this group that they call themselves IO, a break IO, I want to tell you, these are the same people who take arm against the government with the system that is in Juba that they want to rebel against Salva Kiir. These are the same people who are also signing the peace agreement with the people of South Sudan or with the government of Salva Kiir. There is not going to be any change. And I speak this bright and there's this night that there was not going to be any change. That these are the people that have taken this these arms because of position, not because of the well-being of the people of South Sudan, not because of the well-being of the citizens of South Sudan. Tell me, this is the same person who rebelled against the government of Salva Kiir, and this is the same person who is rebelling against Riek Machar. So these are the same group of the people that we, the citizens of South Sudan, has known. But my last word as our host is leaving the studio, and I want to tell you, Peter, you people stop using the use of the nation of South Sudan for you people interest, not for the interest of the citizens of South Sudan, not for the interest of the people of the nation of South Sudan. Okay? Stop misusing the resources of the nation of South Sudan. Women are dying. Children are dying. Elders are dying. And here, people are after interest of position. For how long? Where? Tell me which country is like South Sudan that have over how many vice presidents, What are they even delivering to the country? 5 vice presidents in the world, tell me. And you people are telling us you are signing peace agreement. What are those 5 vice presidents doing in the system? Okay, and this is something that Salva Kiir says very clearly in one of the interview, if I can remember. He says there are some people that he accept to be a vice president. But because of the peace, he brought them there. Okay, so we citizens of South Sudan, we are not blind. We are seeing things, but my request, you guys, you have signed the agreement, but stop shedding the blood of the innocent citizens of South Sudan. South Sudan is bigger than the party, and I want to put this very clear. South Sudan is bigger than any individual generals who want to take arm against the government of South Sudan because he won the position. South Sudan is bigger than our clan. So we should look at the interests of South Sudan, not the interests of political party, not the interests of the our well-being. And this is what I want to put it. I speak as a man that has grown. We are raised in the refugee camp, born in the refugee camp, studied in the refugee camp. Until today, we are still in the refugee camp. For how long? Why are we sending people? So there is nothing. They have signed the peace agreement with the Riek Machar. There is even no of any chapter that has been even implemented in the peace agreement. The soldiers are still suffering, no drugs, no medicines, and here we go, we are signing another. This is just blindfolding the eyes of the citizens of South Sudan, and they will just come sit in the system there, and that is my word. I have nothing to say anything. Good that.
Emmanuel, just let me answer you. My brother, I know that South Sudanese have suffered for the last 8 years. And if there's the people who have really faced the wrath of this, the fighting that has taken place in South Sudan, it is some of the people that are there with us at the moment. I've been at the ground, at the grassroots level. I've gone to places where I'm sure you have not been to. These are places like the real places where the MPs that are in Juba there. Some of them have, since 2005 up to date, they have not been to those areas. I've been there. My brother, what
Peter,
I'm
let's not talk. Let's not talk about the MPs. Let's not talk about the MPs, because when we talk about the MPs, these are the instrument. These are the instrument that is used by the Salva Kiir regime in Juba. They are not there for the citizens. This is one thing. When you talk about the MPs are not delivering anything to the citizens of South Sudan. There are MPs that have been elected since Salva Kiir comes to the power. Until today, they never visited their community. These MPs are there as tools that it is used for the government to claim their interest in the country. There is nothing. When we come to MPs, I support you and I stood with you. There is no MP in South Sudan who is standing for the citizen. For that reason, we only have the parliament in South Sudan. There is a parliament for the government who is there in Juba, not for the citizen. Tell me, when the flood take out all over the country, the flood in Upper Nile, in Jongole, wherever there, which MP has come in the media and condemned whatever that has happened, what our people are going? So the MPs are just there, tools that is used for the government to benefit his interests. And that is what I want to put it very clear. Well,
we want to open the corridors. We want to remove all the checkpoints that are there preventing the transportation of services to the community. And the peace agreement that we signed is a genuine one. It doesn't look like a big thing, but it is the thing. All the troops are going to go into the training cantonment areas and the training centers, and after 45 days of training, they will go to their barracks. There will be no. We will leave the positions of civilians to the police. We will leave. The military will go into their barracks. We specifically talked about the security arrangements because this is the only thing that has not been implemented. The power sharing has been implemented. The issues to do with the other things. I mean, let's say about 40% of the agreement has been implemented. But I mean, the big one, which is the security arrangements, have not been implemented. time is going, Emmanuel, for South Sudanese to continue
Thank
coping
you.
and issues. Zajara.
Thank you, Peter.
Peace has come, Comrade Daniel.
It's okay.
Wilson,
Thank
let
you.
me
Wilson, can
let
you
me
hear
ask
me?
I will.
My
My
brother
yik
Wilson.
Vito,
will
don't
Yes.
go a
consult.
little bit. I'm against the time too.
Okay.
1 to 2 minutes. My yik ana zaman tai zato ana put us in the 4 minutes zato fat gidam.
Kalas.
Ana put there
Okay,
Wale?
Peter
Yes.
Adwak, let me ask you one question here. Are you a member of Kid Guang or Golek?
I am the Kid Guang Zatu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the issue here.
Mm.
I think Kid Guang and Golek forces are aligned together and they are fighting the same objective.
No, no. No.
So
No.
I don't know. Here is the issue here. We were questioning the reason why Padang is not in that feast actually. Do you think that the government is representing Padang, and yet Olon took arm against the land issue, which is in his claim that it's occupied by Padang. So now he's using military means to occupy the Padang land right now. So where is Padang in this position actually?
Okay. My quick answer to you, Brother Maik, is that we asked to negotiate. If you remember, General Johnson Ulon made a radio show with the Tamazuj and
I think he's
sorry,
very busy
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's
sorry.
coming.
There was
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we called for, we are for peace. We do not want to engage the government. We are for peace. Our problem is Dr. Riak. We are for the peace to be implemented to letters and spirit. And now, after the peace, we called it in September last year. Then there was fighting and continuous fighting until December 25th. When Dr. Riak forces that were stationed in the northern Upper Nile, they had already mobilized, and they came and attacked our positions, and we squashed them, and they are no longer breathing anywhere. In any case, now the government sent their delegation, and the delegation came and met us, and we came to an agreement. Now, we asked that we face the bull by its horns by literally calling out. We called out in September for peace, that we want to talk peace. Let us solve this thing politically, and that is why up to now there's not been fighting in any other places. We have not made a move, despite the fact that revitalized agreement on the resolution of the conflict of South Sudan came to an end, and nobody has changed. We're still holding our positions. It is only Dr. Riak who, with his few guys, who decided to say, okay, these people have broken away from us, let us attack them. We will squash them, right? But it's not any. And I am very sorry that the fighting that took place amongst us, we lost a lot of colleagues who are brothers, our brothers and our sisters. My colleagues, my brothers. A lot of them died in that war. So we are calling for peace with all our brothers. You, as Padang Media, I want you to be the force for change that can take place in South Sudan. I came here not to talk about the past, but I'm here to talk about the future, how we are going to move on from here. And we are serious, as you have seen, that this problem that the brotherly problem that we have amongst ourselves can be solved through dialogue. So my idea is that you guys, you should not condemn a little thing. The peace it is for us to realize it, whether we like it or not. Our people have suffered equally. There's nobody who has suffered more than the other. We have suffered equally, Comrade Isaac. We have suffered equally. Whereas it is for us to really say enough is enough, and we compromise on anything that needs to be done. So
And anyway,
I
brother, I understand you. Let me say something here, but I'm not just going far because it's already time. I think it is our shameful action that we see right now in Malakal. Malakal has never been destroyed, and you people of Alpha Nile, particular, you destroyed it, right? You got a machine, very big machine gun, and you destroy it deliberately. So is it good now? Is it good for you?
as I
It has
said,
never been
we are not
destroyed,
looking
even
at
since the
we are not
struggle.
looking at the past. We are looking at the future. Malakal will be rebuilt.
We will
Malakal
rebuild
will be
by
better
what?
than New York.
Ah, when,
I'm telling
with the
you,
gun? It cannot
Well,
be built with gun, my brother.
it will be better than New
Please.
York.
it's
It's a
okay. We see it.
quite
It's okay. Nina
there's
derina
nothing that is
kamani kunde in New York.
there's
It's okay.
nothing that is impossible and
No,
on or this world, brother Isaac. I can
no,
see
no, no.
Anyway,
Asma,
brother Matektek, my
Yes.
leg, it was late for me, but I'm preparing to go to work too. We will hold another show. Thank you.
Yeah, we will host another show and brother Peter make sure you guys ready there. We're gonna have people from Riek Machar also. Lana, you guys make Riek Machar is nothing. You should assign the people to make sure Riek Machar is no longer fighting. Lana, they out the Mishkala Lo Salamfi. Everybody need to sign it, yeah, brother Peter. We all need to sign it. Riek Machar need to sign it to make sure it's not gonna fight anybody. And also Padang people and also the government. Lakini to anyway, damantana mafi fi yom nina bakalam ya brother. We
Peter,
will talk.
I am happy that you've called me and you have accepted Ejira. We will make this one again. Just
Pe-
let me know when you're going to host the show.
I'll let you
Peter,
know.
Text me.
Peter.
Yeah.
Before you go, man, Malish, I'm sorry to say this. We're not mad at you, okay? We're just telling you to take this message forward, okay? If you guys need peace, all right, there is people in the media here. Nobody respect them, okay? Including Daniel here. Nobody respect them. The whole government, they don't respect us. They don't even call our names,
Yeah.
okay? This is wrong. This is the whole community. You want peace? Bring everybody in the floor. 64 tribes.
We are going for that, my brother. But you have to start from somewhere.
And
We're going
then,
to go
yes,
into that.
and then the last thing, Riak, Kir, Garui Dol, they have to sit down and go to let us know who killed people in 2013. Somebody have to go to jail for
Justice,
us
justice
to
will be
have
served, my
justice.
brother.
Yes, this is how this works.
You did you hear his interview yesterday?
Yahui, Ana Majamada 24/7. I'm following these people. I know what is my country going through.
Kalas. If you heard
If,
about it, it is there is a call for justice that will come. You know, you have to start from somewhere, my brother.
no, no, no.
You would.
It's not about the start from somewhere. I am agree with you. Start from here. Start from here. Yahui, Nina Sudanese, we waited for you guys for the last 18 years, for the last 1956, for the last 1953, 83. Yahui, we tired of it. We're tired of it. We young people here in America, we all educated. We want to fix our home, but we can't do it. Because why? Because we have people that ICC want them, they don't want to go. This is the point. They need to go. And then we'll be okay.
That time will come.
So
Their time will come, my brother.
yeah. So guy,
Anyway, I
I
salute
want.
you,
Thank you.
my brothers in peace. We are
Thank
for
you.
peace.
We.
Wilson, just tell him, man.
No,
Let him,
we're gonna get there, but we don't need the blindfold piece. But we need to tell the truth. What is behind? I the guys that got a good kalam de agiga lana lo mafet peace in
no,
this 3 months there will be fighting. We already know that.
Yeah.
Lakin we're not gonna make it happen anyway. Thank you, guy. All of you, thank you very much. I will close this show and then I will. Yeah.
To your viewers, thank you. It is time for peace. Real. We have dealt away with Riak. Riak will not cause any problems again. To come and confuse people, no, it will not happen again. We have dealt with away with him. We are now focused on the peace partner, who is Sulfur. So thank you, my brothers. Thank you very much.
Daniel.
Okay, your message. 1 second. Your message. And
Okay.
we need to go. Your
All
message to
right.
South Sudan.
I'm gonna say to Southern Sudanese, wake up. Do not support these people with no money or nothing. Do not. If you don't see peace, everybody in it, there's no peace. Don't be afraid of nobody. Not we move to one time. Okay? Don't be afraid. We did it in America. We can do it anyway. We're not scared of nobody. Let's all of us to come together. There's no Denka. There's no Nuer. There's no Najuba. There's nobody. Okay? The one piece, all of us will have to be on that table. ما 50 نفر بجاي 20 نفر بجاي وانتوا دايمين بسلاح تقول لنا قاعدين انتوا ناس بتاع سلام. No. If you guys want to kill us again, please, my people, do not. That's for your kids. And then nasal في جوبا, pay attention. Those 3 months انت كان عندك ميل شيل عيالك خارج من هناك, خلي لهم محل ده, خلي يموتوا براهم, man. Please, man. Thank you, Daniel, for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jama. Itu gadin tazar. Thank you very much. Ana zaman ta inta ana Wilson. Well, anybody who come live, we let you know. Ana dari na kalam fifis. Work chakale. Thank you very much. You share the video and let others know. Also, we will come up live maybe today, tomorrow, any time. Okay. Thank you, guy who joined me in the studio here, and thank you, Mahadarin. Thank you very much, and we will see you soon when we come back. Thank you.